Oh, God. You people have no idea. I mean, you people have no idea how infuriated I have to do this rant on Lucky Star. This show, the show is so... I'm just gonna flat out say it. I am just gonna simply flat out say it. You really wanna know what the fuck I actually think about this show? With its cuteness and its so kawaii-ness and the pop culture references and the slice of life genre behind these four characters and the other side characters. You wanna know what I fucking think of this show? I'll fucking tell you what I think of this show! I like it. Yeah, I have you all fooled right there, didn't I? But, let me rephrase that, okay? I'm going to be ranting about Lucky Star Rants. The very same rants in which the arguments brought up multiple times are mostly irrelevant or just plain weak. And in this video, I am going to debunk every single argument that ranters brought up as reasons why they despise this show. In other words, this is gonna be a little bit controversial. So let's begin. Let's start with the name itself, Lucky Star. Is it just me, or am I really the only one that knows the meaning behind the name? For example, take Random DCE's old Lucky Star rant, and when I mean by old, I really do mean it. Or if you like to call it a handy dandy guide. Now, before you send your hate mail, let me first state that I like to watch this material. Well, most. I have nothing against him personally. I just felt his arguments on Lucky Star is based on preference, yet at the same time are contradicting. Case in point, Random stated that he's not a fan of Japanese anime and grew up with American cartoons, yet he not only watches Aso Manga Dial, but he stated that he researched on Lucky Star, despite the fact he didn't even know what the name of the show means. Yeah. Now getting back on the subject, do you all really, honestly, want to know what the name Lucky Star means? If not, either look it up yourselves like other ranters should, or just let me tell it for you. Seriously, people, I've called fucking Google for a reason. The name Lucky Star is a phrase used to express the thought that the star has come into the person's life in such a manner as to be lucky or fortunate for that person. Case in point, these characters. To my knowledge, this was stated in one episode when 3 of the main characters were wishing on a star, hence the title. The next argument is the introduction theme song. This is based on a preference, but in general, that shouldn't turn anyone off from watching the program. The purpose of watching a television program, an example being a viewer or reader in this case, is to understand the show under its own context. Apparently, the intro alone, to my knowledge, turns off a few folks. How about, say, watching the whole program before going on a temper tantrum, huh? Personally, it's kind of, cute. But then again, I like introductions that are a bit dark as well. If no one likes the intro, that's fine. However, that shouldn't turn them off from watching the show in general. Period. The third common argument is the clone argument. All I hear in the arguments that are these are the following. Oh my god! They are clones! Every character looked the same! Almost every Lucky Star rant talks about this. And not to sound like an ass or anything, but you're morons to even think of such a statement. Not only the physical characteristics of every characters look distinctively different, but each has their own personality. In fact, let's look at one character that debunks this whole argument. Take a good look at Miyuki. Yes, or in this case, the pink hair. I'll get to that later. Is there anything remotely different from, say, these three characters presented to you? I want you all to take a wild guess. Pause the video and take a good look and take a guess. Did you guess? You ready? Okay. It's her breast. Her breasts are bigger than those characters. That alone debunks this argument. The point is that she's not a clone, and so does any other character. And not to also mention, she's actually smarter than several of these characters. While we're on the subject of the characters, this is pretty minor, but I see this as well when it comes to Lucky Star rants. Every time any ranter brings up the characters, they will refer to the characters by their hair colors. Now, that's fine if it's the viewer's first time watching the show and that they're unfamiliar with Japanese names at first. But with the case of ranters making a rant on this show, there's no excuse. In fact, let's look at the first characters you see in the show. The golden wait a minute, this isn't in the script.
I got you fucked up over your lines.
Why are you Now, let's look at these characters. Okay, now, let's name these characters. The blue hair is Konata. The two purple hairs, which is Kagami with the ponytails, and the other being Tsukasa. And the pink hair is Miyuki. There. Oh yeah, and the sub versus dub argument when it comes to the show, it's retarded. This whole bullshit is based on personal preference, and this shouldn't be a debate to begin with. Speaking of dubs, I think I may have heard one of the worst female voices in anime. This character is Patty. Don't believe me? Take a listen for yourself.
I went to all the sacred places.
Sacred places?
Yeah, I paid my respects at the three most sacred places in Japan. Did you go to Kamakura, Kyoto, and Nara? Oh no, I went to Akiba in Tokyo, Ihonashi in Osaka, Kurosu in Nagoya.
God, it's like a high-pitched voice of Mickey Mouse trying to sound like a girl. Oh, God. Now, if you don't like the show because it's not your kind of genre, that's fine. The complaints I hear when it comes to the name, not remembering the character's name, and the stupid clones argument are examples of such poor evidence to clarify why Lucky Star is not the type of show they will watch. This is something that an immature teenager would do. Before I end this video, though, I have a simple request for you all. Anyone can participate. If you ever watch Lucky Star with knowledge behind the show, I want you to make a video response, or hey, even a comment about your thoughts on Lucky Star. And what I mean by thoughts, I mean valid complaints, criticisms, evidence, the pros and the cons behind the show. I simply want your honest opinion on the show that has valid points. In other words, I don't want to hear stupid shit like, dude, they're clones in the show. No. Fuck that. Share with me your thoughts. That's all. Not all of you have to do it. The question is, what do you think? This is T4-TV. Who the hell's calling me at a time like this? Yellow?
Hello?
Who's this?
This is Fred Rogers.
Wait a minute. Fred Rogers?
Yes, hi.
Wait a minute. I thought you were dead.
No.
Sure. Anyways, how did you get my phone number?
My grandmother Rogers taught me how to answer the phone.
Okay, that barely answers my question, but okay, fine.
Are there things that make you angry?
Yes. A lot of things.
There are no such things as real monsters.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you do when you're angry?
Oh, you're asking me what I do when I get angry?
Yeah.
Well, I upload things that piss me off, and I drink some whiskey and go to bed.
Have you by any chance lost your kitty?
I don't even have a cat. Okay, I'm gonna go and let you go.
No.
I'm gonna get off the phone.
No.
I'm gonna hang up.
No.
I will fucking hang up.
No.
Fuck you.
No.
This is T4 saying have a nice day.
You can't hide from me forever, T4. Very soon I will execute my plan and shut you down.